Glasgow Science Department presentation. My name is Caitlin Marmaru. I'm the instructional coach and a science teacher. Here are the directions for the YouTube translation. This is what I will be covering in this presentation: the standards and skills, how do we assess those skills, how do we teach those skills or our approaches to learning, and then examples of differentiation, or how do we meet the needs of all of our students. The standards and skills are based on the Virginia Department of Education curriculum framework and also the International Baccalaureate skills. Those are 4 core skills that we teach over the course of the 3 years that students are at Glasgow. In order to make sure that students are prepared for high school science, we create tasks that are high level and authentic. You can see in the level 3 column the types of activities that students are doing at Glasgow. How do we assess students? We start with a pre-assessment, and then teachers collaborate to create a strategy ladder based on what students can do, and then create lessons to help move them to the next level. Those lessons are taught in focused small groups. Progress is assessed through formatives. Students may need another small group for remediation or extension, and then they are assessed on a summative. The summative is not the end. Students always have an opportunity to retake, and most skills are taught throughout the entire year. So what does this look like in class? Here are some examples of what students might be doing in class to practice their thinking skills or social skills in addition to their science skills. Here's an example of individual work and the way that we differentiate complex tasks for students who are coming to us with different levels of background knowledge. So the thinking level is determined by the type of graphic organizer. Students might be synthesizing or evaluating or comparing and contrasting. The difficulty is determined by the level of reading that students will choose for themselves. Here's an example of how we differentiate for small groups. Teachers will evaluate the pre-assessment, identify what students are able to do, and then create next steps for each level. Here's an example of how we differentiate in lab group work. Each role has different responsibilities, and students are able to choose which role they would like to do. And here's 6th grade in action. This is what lab work looks like in 6th grade. Students are wearing their goggles and their masks and working collaboratively to record data and make observations.